Got the last of the Mohegans.
What is that?
I got one more flat tire.
You still drinking that flat tire?
Yeah, yeah. We can't be wasting none of that. No.
I done got you all different types of stuff to try down there. You don't want to try.
Got a what?
I said, y'all got all types of stuff that I done brought you down there. You don't know. You'll never be bringing those up.
Like what? I've been bringing it up. So your
No,
the ice house.
no, not just ice house. The other stuff, the stuff that's in the refrigerator that you forgot you had, but they down there for your drink.
Oh yeah, you said that's you said that's water, right?
No, it's not water.
I didn't taste no. I looked on. I didn't see no alcohol in it.
It do
I
got
saw
all
some.
these
It's Ice
crystals.
House down there. Hey, pops.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
You doing well?
Grandpa's got his for the I don't know consecutive week of fat tire. He just
Well, you got. I can't let it
I
stay
didn't brought
around. I
grandpa
got to get
I
rid
didn't
of
brought
it.
grandpa beer. I didn't brought
What?
grandpa beer.
What else? What else did you bring? I saw the Ice House and I saw the Fat Tire, but what else did you have?
There's those like
Josh say that's some alcohol in that
there's some
water. There's some
seltzer
water in there.
alcohol stuff
That's
down
sitting back
there.
in the back.
Oh, you talking about in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like beer, Pop. I mean, Joshua.
Well, no, me and him. The thing is, me and him drank some of those before. I brought him a
Oh,
big multi-variety pack so he could
But he
try
said
different
I
flavors.
had one the other day, but it didn't taste like no alcohol was in it.
yeah. It's an interesting taste, I shall say.
Yeah, I mean, well, just trying to get the palate out there, see different
Yeah,
things.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Okay. I got them. I got my crystal. The crystal for the good stuff. This is the good stuff.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah, look at it how it's pouring there.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice head on there and everything.
looks very basic. Looks very basic. Wait a
Very
minute,
basic.
let me go grab. I was trying to see if your uncle coming. He's not responding to messages. So hold
It,
it, please.
it's wild that y'all like in the same house within arm's length of each other.
We're
And like,
not within arm's length. We on
wait.
different. We on different floors in the house, on different ends of the house.
Oh, you got to finish Auntie, on different wings of the house.
Now we ain't got no wings, but yeah, we not right by each other. Hold on, let me go grab a drink.
Mhm.
Does it taste different than it's been tasting, Grandpa?
Low impact quality ale. No, it tastes still. It's holding its own.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm. I'm.
it's in that six range.
Let me see. I know we did. I know we've done Modelo before, but I don't remember if we did Modelo Negra.
And I think I'm.
We've done regular Modelo,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm quite sure we have.
but we haven't done. I don't think we did Modelo Negra. This is
Oh,
a
yes.
medium bodied lager with slow roasted caramel malt brewed with a rich smooth for a rich smooth taste.
Mm.
It
Mm,
does smell sweet.
mm.
Let me see. Mm, That's a solid 7. That's drinkable. It's drinkable beer.
Lies.
It's drinkable.
Seven,
It's drinkable beer.
7.
It's drinkable beer.
Well, today I have Voodoo Ranger, Juice Force IPA, Hazy
Mhm.
IPA, Imperial IPA. 9.5. Let's see about it.
No,
9.5.
that come off the
That's
floating bar,
9.5%, Pops.
Auntie. That come off the floating bar.
No, we actually got these last week from the grocery store. We had this one and another one.
That's a beer or wine? Oh,
It's
it's
a
a
beer.
beer. Yeah, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see.
It's a beer.
Grandpa, I don't know if you remember, but Auntie played me. I thought her and Ashley would come over here to give me an Uncle Pooh, and they're like, no. You like, don't get up off that seat. We ain't trying to invite y'all to
What you
nothing.
talking about?
Remember when y'all went to the floating bar? I thought you were coming over to tell us to come with y'all, and you were like, no, no.
No, we we were letting you know we were going and going to go walk and have some girl talk and girl
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So, hmm,
I-
smells like grapefruit. Let's see what juice. Usually IPAs do anyway, but I know it says it's a juicy. So I'm trying to see what juice they put in here. Let's see.
See the auntie done reached the age where she got to take off her glasses to see.
Look, I am that age. That's the funniest thing. I have to take my glasses off to read stuff up close.
yeah.
But I'll take it. Let's see. Smelling it, my pre-rating might give it a 6.57.
657.
Hmm. I like it.
Six
It's juicy. It's light. It's a good summer beer.
What's the name of it again?
Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA.
Oh, Voodoo.
Yes,
Voodoo
sir.
Rain. Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
think
you got
I'll stay at
so
the
many
7.
different kinds of beers.
It's tolerable. I mean, I like it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So auntie, you gonna see the remake of the Trauma Bomb movie?
The what? You talking about the remake of Color Purple? And the only reason why I know that's what you're talking about because I just saw like a post about it this morning, with Oprah, Fantasia, and them all watching the promo together. I had no idea they were remaking it. I'm curious to see what spin they're putting on it because they did change some things, which is obvious, but I don't know. I mean, I sort of feel like I got to. Like, that's such a classic. And it's so black. I sort of want to see it.
I remember watching the first, I remember watching the first one as a little kid and watching it as an adult, just so I can understand the movie. And I completely understand why people say that was the worst film for black people in the past 50 years.
Why?
Because of the way it frames how they lived back then. And it, like, how for example, someone brought up how Mr. was named Mr. because it was a playoff master, and how they put the onus of everything white people did on him, and he was the allegory for that. But they never break down white people in the movie to explain his situation. They just made him out to be the evil of all the troubles, but then explain why those things were. But they explain everyone else's background to give you some type of understanding and compassion. Even Oprah's background, even though she wasn't a good person in that movie either. But
why wasn't she a good person?
No, I'm not just singling her out. None of those people were really good people at their core, except for maybe Celie. But
Nettie wasn't bad.
But she wasn't exactly good. She lived her life the best she could, but in terms of what she did for her sister or what happened with her sister originally, maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel in my mind I just remember her not doing everything she could to help her sister.
No, you got to remember too, they're kids. And Nettie came and was trying to protect her. She's the one taught her how to write and all that stuff. She could only do so much. And then when she wouldn't accept Mr.'s advances, he kicked her out. She left. And she's the one who found Celie's kids and raised them and brought them back.
I have to watch it again, but I just understand from what I remember why people have that opinion, and I know they definitely had to do a lot of changes because, who's directing it now? Because I know it's not Steven Spielberg.
I know, of course, Oprah's the EP, but let me see. I feel like I saw Quincy Jones is doing the music, and let me see. Blitz Bazawule. Yeah. I don't know if I like that it's a musical. So, I don't know. Pops, what did you think about The Color Purple when it came out?
Oh wow, that's what y'all was talking about, The Color People?
Yes, sir.
What grandpa?
Hush up.
It was a decent movie. I thought I guess you would call it fair.
Why you say just fair?
The movie.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, the movie itself. I ain't talking about the characters or nothing. I just said the movie itself. I thought was fair. I like uh the storyline. I don't know with Whoopi Goldberg. I let me get back to what I was saying. I don't think it was exceptional. It was a decent movie to go see. But it wasn't nothing that exceptional.
Do you think that it was hurtful to black people?
Do I think it was what not for black people?
Hurtful for black people? Like hurtful for the image of black people?
Well, that's kind of yeah. Well, yeah. Well, at that particular period in time, I might have felt maybe now it might be a little hurtful, for black people. But there was a period in time when that really did happen. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'll say this, and it's a little off topic about Whoopi Goldberg. I saw a picture of young Whoopi, like with like just regular stuff. Now when they had to like do her hair like that for the movie, I was like, Whoopi Goldberg wasn't bad. like I remember like people were saying Whoopi Goldberg was ugly. I'm like, have y'all seen a young picture of Whoopi Goldberg? She was not ugly.
You know
Oh,
what? Whoopi, I commend her because she's always caught heat over her looks.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was looking at her recently. She's been on this show called Harlem with Megan Good now. And even with her being on a view, I absolutely love Whoopi. I love her confidence. I love her look. I love her style. I
oh,
love it all.
oh,
Like I really, really do. And I appreciate her for being who she's always been, even despite being outside of the norm for beauty. You know what I'm saying? And it's just amazing how if you don't have, and I'm speaking, I guess, as a little light skinned chick, but if you don't have these lighter features and more European features, there's such a fight to even almost be considered pretty. And it's like people are so quick to call you ugly and unattractive. And I just think that's so foul. That's so foul. Now, do some
yeah.
people
Well,
look better with age? Sure, but I just think it's foul.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying. I remember
I mean, when
because people
people,
were talking about since they've been remaking the movie, they're talking about old pictures of like Whoopi Goldberg. And I was just like, Whoopi Goldberg was not bad looking at all.
No, no. What were you about to say, Pops?
no, I was going to say the beauty standard is judged not by because you go certain places. I'll give you a perfect example of black people with thicker lips and wider noses and things. It's acceptable in some things. Me, that's a standard of beauty.
Yep.
But if you want to change judge it alongside, some European, then it, uh, it all of a sudden turns into being ugly or something. It's not
Hmm.
desirable.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, but I know. Uh, did you know that Goldberg was married to Ted Danza? Yeah,
Hmm.
you did.
Yeah, they were together. I don't know, did they ever get married? But I know they were together for a long time, and that's what she really caught heat for because she did white face and he did black face for I feel like it was like an Oscar event or Halloween or something like that.
Hmm.
And that became a huge thing. That's one thing I definitely remember um about her growing up.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me see.
I don't
Let me
think
see.
I've seen that, but I
Yeah.
just found out that I was on YouTube that Ted Danson and her were married. I didn't know that. Or they had a long relationship, I guess. Eh?
Yeah, they were together for a long time.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
nice.
here it is. Let's see. I think he did blackface while he was with her.
Oh, okay.
He wore blackface to roast let's see, what's this? Oh, he wore blackface to roast her. at a Friars event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And she, she thought it was hilarious, and they gave her the business for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, the only thing I can see about that is that either way, they don't give you the business about something like that. You ain't
I mean, you should,
huh?
and you should though.
I say, well, if
Like,
they gave it to her, I mean, but you got some people might have liked it, and some people said, no, no, we can't have this.
mm, yeah, I to me, and there's an article about why she wasn't a fan with her, blah blah blah. But to me, that's testing the limits of friendship, relationship, whatever. Just like, both of our boys have no problem, being friends. And honestly, sometimes like they lean to having friends, other races, and I love that they can have a rainbow circle. But we definitely had to explain when the oldest was at Notre Dame. Look here, don't your little white friends don't get a pass. They don't get to use the N word and all of that stuff. Like there's certain
Yeah, okay, well,
certain lines that should not be crossed.
they
And
don't get a
blackface,
pass, but that's another level, between. I'm quite sure that Ted Danza and Whoopi Goldberg talked it over
yeah,
long before they brought that out. They both kind of agreed on it.
I don't
So
think that's what happened at all.
you don't think that's what happened? I,
No.
I don't think he
No,
pulled that
I
off.
want to believe that Whoopi Goldberg did not have a conversation beforehand and okayed someone doing blackface at her. Like she may have played it off during the event and laughed just to like save face, but I don't want to believe that about her.
let's see. Here's an article right here. Why Whoopi Goldberg defending Ted Dance's blackface? She defended it. And I think she put like the whole thing that comedians like to do sometimes and act like as a comedian they can get away with anything. It's just their
Hmm.
creative nature. But oh wow. Pops, they weren't even together that long. They were only together for about a year.
Oh, about
But
a
the
year?
thing was that he started cheating on his wife with Whoopi, and that's why he got divorced. Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to see why she said she was okay. Blah 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 blah. Um, mm, I'm trying to see, but they doing a whole bunch of uh I don't know. It's taking too long to find it. But yeah, I just think that's too much. That's too much. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, so Pops, you mean to tell me if you had a really good white friend, how would you feel if he dressed up in blackface for Halloween?
I thought I was this way. I assumed that they was married, and they decided that they would pull that off. Well, he was going to get a lot of pushback on it.
Grandpa not even
And I didn't
acknowledging
think
your
that I didn't think that he would throw that on her. Now, see, I really don't think he would have put that on her without some kind of form of consent. You know that
Mm.
they was
you
together
giving
and
you
everything.
giving people too
And
much
she might
credit.
have had an idea, or maybe I don't know how strong it was, but I just kind of figured that she knew about it. Let's put it like that.
Mm.
You giving people too much credit, Grandpa.
Well, I guess so.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Say no way.
I don't, I'm, cause I'm thinking that
Oh,
if he pulled that on her, and she didn't have no pushback, uh,
look,
she
it
might have
goes
she knew about it.
it goes even deeper. Pops is right. She said she herself wrote a portion of the jokes and she personally hired the makeup artist to do it.
See, I
Oh,
didn't know that.
Oh, cool. Okay, Josh. See that?
Whoa.
That's something else.
Whoa. That is.
That's
Mhm.
that's
Mm.
damn that's damning right there.
Yeah, it's like I wonder if she still feels that way now. But just from skimming over this article real quick, and obviously he was using the N-word and all that stuff, but they said obviously because they were an interracial lover, I mean interracial couple, he got called an N lover over and over again. So they was sort of, I guess, the whole take control of the situation type thing because they
Mhm.
were already catching so much flack. So
That's not something I would say though.
Mhm.
yeah,
that is wild. That's
yeah. Now, yeah, I don't know. That's what I say, but that was what she said immediately after. I'm
Oh,
wondering
okay.
how she feels now. Um, like having time to grow and come from under the rose colored lenses of love and all that stuff, and experiencing more if she had the opportunity to do it again, if she would still do it, because
Mhm.
that's a bit much.
Yeah. My thing was, if he did that without her knowing anything about it, I felt, it might have
Yeah,
been like Will Smith go up there and slap somebody.
right, like that's totally different, but for her to
That's kind
sit
of hard.
there.
Somebody be talking about you don't know nothing about them. They gonna push something on you like that quick. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine that at all. Yeah, but I digress. Talk. What else has been good and fun out there in this world?
uh,
Mm-hmm.
well, Grandpa was telling me something a second before we started the show. What were you saying, Grandpa? That you saw on the news?
Uh, what I saw on the news,
Mm-hmm.
I said something about DeSantis, didn't I? What did I say?
Oh yeah, you think he said he was throwing his head in the ring to run for
Oh yeah,
president?
he officially threw his hat in the ring. I say it's gonna be a heck of a time in the Republican Party for the next year and a half. There ain't no bar hole, no
No hold barred,
no hole, no bar hole,
no bar hold.
no whole bar.
Whatever. They just as backwards, so he may as well say it however he wants to. So look,
DeSantis
wow,
was Florida's governor.
yeah, he does. I believe he's on in Florida.
See,
Who's that?
people are talking about him passing this stuff. I'm like, people had
Yeah,
to vote. People had to vote on it to pass.
and that's what I always say. That's why when I was like, why y'all keep calling the America ghetto? Because I'm like, the laws that get passed is not just one person writing it up.
Yeah,
Other people have to be like, that's a great idea, and they sign off on it, and they vote for it. When you figure out that you're just surrounded by idiots, why would you want to stay? Just like serious. Yeah, this country just going what they say, hell in a handbasket.
I,
It's
I
just
I think it's super wild that he passed that like non-critical race theory thing, so kids can learn at K-12 in Florida. But very recently, he passed like an Asian American history law to have their history taught in schools.
really.
Yes, so certain people can learn about certain people's history,
Well, if they
but
if they talking about Asian American history, then and Black history and all that, then they gonna find out America is full of crap.
That part.
Right now with China, man, with their DDP, they moving on up in the world as a leading nation. A
What's
superpower.
DEP?
Uh, uh, you know, DPD. Let me see. I know.
yeah, but then He done forgot his point and his acronym.
Um,
What were you going to say, Grandpa?
now I was going to say, China said we where we at now, but we had 100 years of humiliation, and that's what they were talking about. The Western world humiliated China for 100 years.
Hmm.
Uh, gross,
Oh, GDP.
yeah, GDP gross,
Oh, okay.
Domestic product.
gross domestic product.
Okay.
Right,
I
right.
was
But
like,
it seems like
GDP.
China right now is what, $17 trillion. They got pretty close to the United States. They 21 trillion. But China was at the bottom down there when they was a know nothing, and as far as superpowers was concerned. I
Oh,
remember when they
so
talked about China like a dog. China said, "Hey, we remember we had
wait, so
100 years
hold
of
on.
humiliation." They going back to 1823 with the Opium War, and they just done what they want with the gunboat diplomacy, and they just came over and took over China. And China, they ain't forgot that either.
Hmm. But why do you feel like they've been embarrassed?
Why you feel like what?
Like they've been embarrassed.
Why they was embarrassed,
Mm-hmm.
humiliated?
Yes,
They
sir.
was humiliated because the way the Western world treated them. The United States and Britain and France had the gunboat diplomacy. They just run up and down a sovereign state, running down the rivers and everything, and
just
taking
run up and
colonies
down.
and bringing drugs. They had the Opium War. They brought drugs into China, and they tried to humiliate China. Even back in even during the 30s when the Japanese were fighting them. China was a nobody. But now they're a world superpower. And China said, we ain't forgot how y'all laughed at us. Ching chong. The shine eyes and all that stuff. I mean, they have wrong. Now, ain't no doubt about that.
What?
What's funny?
Oh my God.
Why'd you say it like that?
But he was saying that's what people were saying about China. He
But he
didn't
was the
call
whole
it.
list.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
China was a joke. The superpowers were England and France and Germany and Russia tried to get in it, but they've been keeping their foot on Russia's neck.
Oh, what Dad was saying about Russia was hilarious. He's like, "Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be a few days of war, and then Ukraine was fighting back." He's like, "Man, I started to feel bad for Russia. Like,
it's embarrassing.
like, and we blew up your missiles. Embarrassing."
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
What is what did people be saying about Russia? Because I know Grandpa was saying next. He's gonna call Russia a joke. He's gonna be like, he's like, he said Ching Chong.
He sang it. He didn't say it.
Sort of
He
a
sang
descriptive
it.
word of how China was treated back in the day. The way China was treated is sort of like the way Africa was treated. Like the whole continent, we didn't even exist. Everybody was at Berlin conference, and everybody done chopped it all up, man, and we working for every colonist there was. Colonized all of Africa.
Like,
We
I
were
wish I could
just like now. They
retroactively.
keep showing us. They don't never show the good days. They show the days when Africa wasn't nothing. But
I wish,
Africa on the move.
I wish I could retroactively change the name of this episode.
You would not. You would not change the episode today. No, sir.
Uncle Pooh, before Uncle Pooh came in the room, I saw his silhouette. And I was like, man, Uncle Pooh's looking very TD Jakes today. Like,
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes.
Wow.
got his glasses on.
Yeah.
Came on in. They hasn't cracked a joke or anything yet.
I mean, Dad was going on this China stuff. I had to just let him run.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying the way it was and the way I remember it.
Yeah.
China didn't get no respect, man. No respect at all.
And it's interesting you say that because when you first said it, I was like, no, they always respected China.
Respected China? You kidding?
But that's what I said. Once you said what you said afterwards, I agree that it was a joke. It really was.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Cold in that room, auntie?
You know what? I had to put some lotion on because I was ashy from going to swimming, and then putting the lotion on made me cold.
Swimming.
Well, how did that swimming lesson come out today?
Look here.
Talk about it.
Look here.
You got a swimming lesson?
I had another swim lesson today. Today was testing day. So I still have 3 more things I got to get tested on next week because there was somebody else in the class with me too. But I'm basically like a level 3 swimmer. She had me swimming. I swam on my back today. I swam with no flotation device. I can float. I can start floating on my stomach and then flip to my back and flip on back over. Like,
you got enough information that you can do the rest yourself off of YouTube.
Calm down.
Calm
down, Pop. I had to retrieve like a ring at the bottom, but it wasn't all the way at the deep end. Don't get excited. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Y'all know that meme?
The black ladies. I don't know whether that's taught, but this was something that was taught to me. I mean, I picked up on YouTube. I was telling you about my problem with breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying I'll come out the water with my head, but I couldn't get enough air when I come back, you know.
Yeah.
But then I was looking on YouTube. YouTube said you also got to rotate your body a little bit.
That's what she said.
Just a little bit more time to get more air in there. So I was doing like this, but you got to go and come back. That way you can breathe, and get a distance on your breathing.
Yeah. That's what she said when she had me swim, because I just had to swim for like, I think it was 15 yards or something like that. 15 meters, yards. I don't know how long it was. 15 something. But she was like, if you need to take some breath, flip on your back, get some air, then turn back.
Yeah.
And I swam the whole time. And so she was like, I'll let you pass, even though you didn't come and get no air. I was like, shoot, my lungs was hanging in there. I was looking at that wall like, girl, you can make it. Just keep on going. You don't need to flip it over on your back. Just keep on going. I was like, am I really damn swimming? And she was like, oh, y'all want to, she was like, we can either test on treading water or swimming on your back. And I was like, what's the way you swim on your back? She showed us 3 ways. I was like, I'll try that one. And I messed around and did. I was like, you better come on, ma'am, and mark it off. Your girl could swim on her back.
So you were doing that stroke?
No, not even wide. It was just pushing the water forward. No, forward. I'm on my back.
Right. You're doing the backstroke.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
not the stroke. I wasn't going all the way like that. It was really just like fluttering my arms.
You're like threading water on your back.
Sort of, kind of. Yep.
Yeah. Because the backstroke, individual threading water on your back, I think you just.
So you wasn't doing that when you spread your legs out.
The backstroke.
Was that correct?
Right. I wasn't kicking. I wasn't spreading my legs. She said that was one way we could do it. I didn't want to do all that, but she told me I could just kick.
I didn't want to do all that.
Look, because these shoulders, I don't know if you've been seeing, but these shoulders have been bothering me, so I didn't want to do none of that extra stuff. She told me I could just kick and do the water like that, and it worked.
I like that part where you learn to float, because sometimes when you get tired, you ain't got to fight that water. You can lay on your back and just float along until you're arrested,
Yeah, that's how I was last week when she had me treading water. I was treading, and she said, "Oh, when we test for that, I got to tread for a minute." I was like, "Oh, okay." But last week she had me practicing. I was just over there treading, and then I noticed, I was getting deep in the deep end, and she was like, just float." And I was like, "Okay." And it was crazy how easy it was to float when I was tired. I just laid there like, "Oh, this is cool." But then I realized today, like when she tells me to float, it feels like the pressure. I still do it. But then when she was talking to the other chick, I was like, I'm just going to practice floating. I was floating like a mug. I was just like looking at the sky like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is all it takes. Like, now I still ain't ready to get in the pool without her or without that platform.
How big is her class?
2 people, me and another person.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I went so far. I made that 3.
I love it.
I never could. Guys at the health spot try to teach me how to float, and they be
Yeah,
just riding around, and resting. And
yeah.
every time I tried to float, I'd sink.
But you know what though? It's probably, and it's something else she said today. She was like taking a deep breath. And when you're taking a deep breath, your chest automatically rises and you letting the air out. So it's like, well, I mean, getting the air. So you automatically float even more. It was interesting.
Say
I
that
love it.
again, no.
So when you
You got
land
to
on
say
your
it
back
on YouTube. You're
floating,
not gonna believe it.
and if you take a deep breath in,
Mm-hmm.
it automatically raises your chest, which helps you to float, and the putting the air in your body is gonna help you float more too.
Yeah, but you can't. Once you get it in, you got to let it out too, ain't you?
Yeah, but you'll still be in the right form, and you might need to kick your feet a little bit too. That's something my feet like to sink, so I have to kick just a little bit.
Okay, when you get the air in your chest there, and where you kind of get buoyant, and you're floating good, but then you gotta let that air out.
Yeah, I just
Eventually.
gradually let the air out. It's not like a you're not letting it out as fast as you take it
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah.
Kind of slow, and that you can stay
Hmm.
afloat. I mean, like that, just letting the air out, and then take another deep breath.
Yeah, it was pretty
Or then
awesome.
when you take it in, do you take it in slow, or you breathe hard?
I take it in pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
I gotta ask, Auntie. So you were in the military. They didn't have you swimming in the military?
That's the Marines that'll do that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a fitness thing where everyone in all the service has to know how to swim and
No,
jump in the.
Mm-mm.
no.
That's Marines, not a Marines. They'll throw you in the pool with a rucksack on your first day. You basically have to figure out how to swim.
Yeah.
But
I think I told Freddie about that down in Fort Belvoir, Virginia. And we black boys went to the post to the swimming pool on the post.
mm-hmm.
But we didn't know that no black team supposed to swim. It's a military base.
Wow.
And we went in there that one day, and they was telling us, you can't utilize this swimming pool.
You could die
And
for the
then one
country,
white
but you
woman,
can't
she was
swim in the
sitting in
pool.
there, and she had her child. And when we came in, and evidently she must have known we were violating something because she got up and left right away.
Mm.
But then they communicated with us, that hey, don't come back.
don't,
Wow.
don't come back.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
that was it.
Yeah, Auntie done learning how to swim.
Right. As I say, don't say past tense. It's present.
So like I was trying to say before, Auntie is like those memes of like the black lady walking from one year to the next up the stairs. Like Auntie's like 2022 not swimming, 2023 is swimming.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Walking up the stairs into the pool. That's what
Look here, I want folks like Chris, you gonna go out the pool. No. I'm treading water, I'm swimming, I'm just practicing all the things. Like,
Oh yeah, you living them up there.
look, that's the goal. I
You're
just
doing
want
real good. How many times you been in lessons?
today was my third lesson.
Third lesson, you floating and all that. I never
Like,
learned.
like I actually
Every
swam
time
today. That threw me off.
I try to float, I go to the bottom.
So what brought about? Was this like, you know what? I'm gonna learn to swim. You just got up and just went to swim class, or
I've always wanted to learn. The first time I said yes, I'm gonna take a swim lesson was not last year. Whenever we went to Anguilla, so that was what, December of 21. So I like snorkeling, but like the people I was with, like they was swimming. They was jumping off the boat, and I was like, I want to do that, but I ain't comfortable. Then I go to Zanzibar. We had the option to jump off the boat, but I was like, I ain't doing that. And then when we went to Cabo, they having, we were having water relay race. I was like, I want to do that.
Where is Zanzibar in Tanzania?
Yes, sir. It's an island off of
Okay.
Tanzania. Mm-hmm.
I knew it somewhere around there. I didn't know exactly where.
Yeah, like they docked the boat and it was like, if y'all want to, y'all can jump off. I was like, where the other boat to catch us though? Like, no. So I just always wanted, and I wanted to tackle that. I wanted to conquer that fear. I want to get over that fear. That fear is not healthy. I wanted to.
Right.
Yeah, I want to be able to have fun in the water. I want to be
Joshua,
able to feel safe. And it's a great workout.
yeah, Joshua, when he was in high school, you was on the swimming team, remember?
Yeah, I was captain.
What did you do, the freestyle or the what was your specialty?
I did long distance.
Long distance?
Mm-hmm.
Freestyle.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you still go swimming?
Hi.
From time to time.
I was asking Joshua if he still swims.
From time to time. You know, if I'm taking the family so I can teach them how to swim and all that. I just know to swim, but the boys are
that's good though. Guys can swim.
Yeah, it's funny because like on one side of the pool it'd be me and whatever adult, and then it'd be like a little itty bitty something on the other side. They'd be like 3 years old, jumping in the little pool, practicing their little swivel kick. And I'm like, get it, baby. Like they probably be like, get it, old lady.
they over there in the deep end watching you in the shallow area trying to figure it out.
You had a pool in Hoover, didn't you? You had a pool in Hoover, right?
Swimming? Yeah.
A swimming pool in Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uncle Pooh, you know how to swim?
Yeah, swimming.
He like me. He ain't no strong swim. Don't get far away.
I ain't gonna drown. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You had to go to swimming in Hoover in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, that same thing was when I was in junior high. Swimming was a compulsory class, but I never did really learn how to swim. You know, I was on a survival area technique. You know,
surviving technique.
You swim pretty good. You a pretty good swimmer.
Oh
man, when I think back about that too, Grandpa was in a time. What was it? Back when that chlorine must have been like tear gas on these kids. It was no delusion. Like you jump in that water is yellow because the chlorine color.
Oh my God.
Like you just in there and your eyes are burning. And
yeah, y'all didn't tell me you ain't supposed to jump off there. I didn't know nothing about that. They get ready to put me out one day. no diving. I didn't see that sign.
What are you talking about in Vegas?
Yeah.
We point to the sign. We say, Grandpa, don't jump. Don't jump, Grandpa. They say, and the lady came over like, sir, you can't jump. He said, what? And then he jumped in.
I didn't hear none of that. All I know and I went on and jumped. They said that man must be crazy.
You can do whatever you want to do.
These seniors are running amok.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the video.
You should have told him he can't hear or read because there's a big sign out there, wasn't it? Oh wow!
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I remember the first time watching you swim. When we had that pool party for Jael a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, me and Freddie was down there on that end. And that man, we didn't know we was taking up their spot.
Look here, y'all were the only two that could.
You don't share that lane, you know, because they came on and asked us, you know, hey, you know, we can move over.
Oh, that's right. It was another family that came towards
the end. Well, that family wasn't with your crew,
right?
Some people was there, him and his wife or something.
That's right. I forgot all about
lane,
that.
And me and Pooh jumped into the far lane, you know. I guess they said them niggas don't know. Or them Negroes don't know.
Boy, that fat tire would do it, baby. What else you put in that fat tire? I don't know if that's all fat tire.
He didn't call it. He didn't say ching chong and niggas in the episode.
Well, you know, that kind of slipped there, you know. It came out though.
I wish I could make it. We gotta make a gif on it. How he got into the camera deep. It was like ching chong.
No, we are not gonna make no shit out of that. Oh my God.
Oh, I needed that, man. That was funny. That was like when we were at the barbecue place on Sunday, and Grep, he was literally sitting next to Edward Cole. Edward Cole looking at him. He's like, "Hey, where's the baby?"
You gotta look. Hey, Pop, scoot up so we can see your handsome face.
Huh?
There we go. I was gonna say, scoot up so we can see your handsome face.
Grandpa was
You
like,
want to see
the
my
people-
handsome face?
The people need to see you.
If I got a handsome face, maybe me put my makeup on it. I don't see no handsome face.
Shoot. Boys, Pops came down Sunday, freshly shaved up in his polo and them white jeans. I said, oh, y'all better get ready.
Yeah. You know, I had them white pants for 4 years, I think. There was some Sears Craftsman's paint pans, you know, like you
Sears
go
and
paint,
Roebuck.
be a painter.
Mm-hmm.
And they stayed in the closet. I said, I'm gonna put them on. Nobody know there's a place for a hammer and a saw.
I love it. It was super cute.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that that was Sears.
You say what now?
I wouldn't have guessed that those were from Sears.
Yeah, there was some Sears work pants, Craftsman.
Yeah, they nice.
Got a handle. I mean, you could have gave me a hammer, and I could have stuck it on my pants there and ready to
Go
work.
hammer stuff just for fun. Oh my goodness, Josh! I don't know if you saw it. I don't think your uncle shared it, but by the time we left, but after y'all left, we stayed for a little bit. They ended up not having nothing. They put wait a minute, let me pull up the sign. They put a sign up like don't ask about none of these things. I was like, dang, they got nothing.
They was
Who
wild.
is it?
Like-
Wait a minute. You lost me on that now. What you say now?
So at the spot, they ended up running out of like a lot of food and stuff.
Oh, at the bar.
Yes, well, yes, sir. The restaurant.
Oh,
So
okay.
it wasn't just the bar that they were out of. Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to find the picture. Here you go. Nephew. You gonna give me the right to share?
"Oh yeah."
And they made it clear.
No coleslaw. No
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
What happened there?
Hold on. Don't be looking at my. I don't know what that is. Got to be careful with the book and put that down. I don't know what I did with it.
chicken.
Well, can't look at my work.
Well,
stuff.
they had sold out of everything.
They sold out of a lot of stuff.
Just re-edit when you find it out. See.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I clicked. That's what I did. I forgot. Them wasn't my thing. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Don't have no coleslaw, no half chicken, no pulled chicken, no brisket, no turkey leg, no baked beans, no red hot, no Gatorade.
Oh wow, man, they really sold out.
That's
Oh,
They got whole chicken?
That was very enjoyable, though, wasn't it?
it was,
Good.
but it was so funny because when we went back in to get your Cokes, so nephew after y'all left, Pops and Hank wanted a Coke. Me and Pooh gonna get me and Uncle gonna get some drinks and then some water. Like Karen wants water, so we stand in the line, ordered the drinks, and I was like, "Can I get 2 Cokes and 2 waters?" Lady looked at me. She said, "I don't do soft drinks. That is a waste of my time." Oh, okay, man. Tell me where I gotta go get some soft drinks. So I had to go stand in another line just to get the Cokes and the water.
Wait, the line right next to you, though.
Right next to it.
It's
Like,
right.
He
It's
told
literally right there. Like
He told you the waste.
she was like, I'm not serving no Cokes.
Yeah,
You want some rum in it, okay, but soft drinks, no. That's
You
how I
should
saw
say-
this beautiful sign of everything they had.
That's funny. He's like, you should ask for a rumless Coke and rum.
Look,
Romulus Coke. Yeah. Just put the
can
Coke
I
in it
get a
first.
Coke with the rum on the side? Like,
That-
wow. But that food was good though. Ooh.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was real
Even the
good.
potato salad.
That potato salad was
That was
fire. It was real
It was a
good.
beautiful day.
It was a gorgeous day.
Couldn't ask for a better day than that.
I agree. And it
Yeah,
was
that-
nice.
That waterfront is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was fun. I walked down there with Hank, and it was like this little fisher boat, like this little boat with two dudes in it fishing. Because at first Hank was like, "What are they doing? Why are they what on this water with this little boat?" He was like, "See, the asshole I am. I zoom by with my big boat." I was like, "You wouldn't do that." He was like, probably not, but it sure would be funny if I did." I was like, "You're such an ass." I was like, they already look scared. The water was choppy, and they out there in that little boat with their vest on. Then you go zoom by with your boat.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Like,
That choppy water with that little boat. That ain't a good look.
No,
That's funny.
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's start doing final thoughts for the day because every time I wait till like the last 5 minutes, then it carries over. So I'm gonna try to do a little earlier today so we can do it in a timely fashion. I'll tell you, what is your final thoughts for today? And I see you must be cold. That's why Grandpa's showing you his heater in his video. That's why he turns to the side.
Look,
He's showing you that.
I'm hot just looking at that doggone heater.
He's showing you
Turn
that.
that heat up. You know, it's getting late in the evening now.
It's getting late in the evening. It's
gotta have
not
my
the evening
heat.
time. Oh my gosh.
One thing is certain though, when I turn it up, won't nobody come up here.
That is facts. Like, it's so crazy being in the house and getting ready to come upstairs, and you just gradually feel your forehead getting hot to your eyebrows to your nose while you're going up the stairs. It's just
Yeah,
like,
you know, halfway up is nice and comfortable. As soon as you reach the halfway mark, and I mean, it's like you just climbing up into the heat, you know.
Grandpa, how are you talking about it when that's what you enjoy?
That's what he
That's
loves.
what he enjoy about it.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like getting up into the real heat there. That's
You
my
see how
thing. Oh
we
yeah,
described it
everything's right
differently.
for me.
I was like, man, you come up and then it's hot. Pop was like, yeah, you go up and it's comfortable. Then you start rising into the heat. He said it was so much excitement. But let's see, final thought. I'm excited about being a swimmer and learning to swim. Like I'm really enjoying the class, and I want to publicly apologize to my instructor again. I've been calling this young lady Ty for the last 2 weeks. Her name is Penny. Penny. Sorry.
What?
Thank you. So what happened was my very first day when I got in there were a number of them all together standing around talking. And it was like they were doing a round robin, like, this Sean is Freddie, and it was just like, oh, okay. I couldn't remember which one she was. I thought Shay said her name was Ty. And so today it was somebody else in my class, and she was like, oh, hey, Penny. And I was like, her name is Penny. Like, dang, nabbit. So I had to apologize. I was like, I'm so sorry. I've been calling you Ty. She's like, yeah, I heard it. No, don't ever just let somebody call you something else. You could have told me I was wrong, but Penny. And she seems more like a Penny. She's so sweet. Like, I love her. She's a little aggressive, effective instructor, but she's super sweet. So I enjoy her a lot. So that's my final thought. Wait till I get to swimming.
Level 3, you own it.
Right. What about you, Uncle Pooh?
I guess my final thought is, Dad, if you want to do a shorter trip or a quicker trip, we could go to Charleston, South Carolina, and do like a Geechee tour.
Oh. I know how to get a little rice together, eh?
Yeah,
I really had a Geechee tour. They got a place down there. Of course, are they on an island there in Charleston?
There is some islands out there. In fact, one of the people on our trip, they were from John's Island. And I think they got an Airbnb on there, so it would be kind of cool if we could stay there.
Yeah,
I think I like that too, Yeah. Because all these things, like I'm saying, is beginning to make sense in the sense that, like, I knew about Geechees and rice, but I knew about the Carolinas, But you went on and took the thing to the gulags, the gulag,
To the who?
the gulag,
The gullah.
gullah. Thank you.
I'm like, the what?
I can mess some up. The gullah, yeah, yeah.
I love it.
I like learning that.
Yeah, that might be something we can do, quick and simple. I know Hank don't got his passport, so I know he wanted to travel somewhere.
Yeah.
And the
He got
Carolinas,
it.
that's actually gullah.
Did he? Did he get it?
No, he don't got it, but we
Oh, I
don't
was
need
gonna
it.
say, yeah, he ain't got no passport.
We don't need it for South Carolina.
No. I don't think so.
Not yet.
South Carolina, though, I was stationed down there. I don't know if you need a passport or not.
Yeah, not yet.
After about 50 or 60 years, man, I'm thinking, hey, one time you might have needed one.
Yeah. Well,
Long
back
time
soon.
ago.
So I'll follow up with you and see.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a winner to me.
Yeah, that'll be a good trip.
Yeah.
What's your final thoughts, Grandpa?
My final thoughts is, hey, I'm kind of with Freddie on that little short trip there to the Geechees, like very much to learn more about it,
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. What you got, Josh?
My final thought is I learned that my aunt who defended our country did not know how to swim the whole time.
Say that again.
So I learned that my aunt who defended our country did not know how to swim this whole time.
Oh.
And what's sad, I'm gonna add to that. I wanted to go to the Marines, but I was so scared of them throwing me in that pool, so I didn't. And I should have let me. I should have gone and pushed myself, but I wasn't doing all that. I was just trying to pay for school. So
yeah, right.
But
those I shouldn't say arguments, but if you became a Marine, man, you and Dan would be insufferable. These going back and forth.
Not cutting you off, but I would like to be a strong swimmer. I think I'm really gonna take me some lessons at
Yeah.
go for it.
Something, 'cause I like to
Fire in the seniors.
I like to be a strong swimmer. Like I said, I wasn't too much on that breathing technique.
Senior
And
Olympics.
when you get kind of panic in the water, you can't get that air, man. You stop. Where's the side at? How do I get to the side?
Senior Olympics in the pool. It's better for your joints.
Yeah.
I talked about the pool all weekend.
Yeah.
And he can handle that water.
So here it comes again, Paul. So it sounds like you need to do it.
I'm ready to run now.
How your knee feeling? Told you, Pops, you come on, stay with us. You can get that knee rubbed down every day.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start dangling. Dangling salve in front of you, like, "Hey, Pops, want to come visit?"
What's that?
I don't know. I'm just acting like there's some cream.
I mean,
I thought you were saying one of your. Auntie, I thought you were saying one of your friends who like Pot Grandpa was gonna rub his legs every day. I was just like, why are you doing that?
Nah, because I was rubbing Pop's legs down every day while I was there, and then he got to trying to run around. Said he was feeling good, so I told him if you want to feel like that good every day, he can just come on, stay with us for a little bit, and I rub his legs down every day, get him running.
What was that lady's name? You said that Grandpa was her boyfriend.
Oh, look. She called him her boo. She be like, "Hey, boo." I'm like, "Girl, your husband gonna get you."
Hey, boo.
Look, hey, boo. Then I be telling her, Nene gonna come home. I'm like, "Girl, you better watch out. You don't want that haunting. Not from the rudeness, tootness. That ain't what you want."
Hey, boo.
Yeah, that's what I learned. I had a great time this episode for various reasons.
Yeah.
Well, I love you guys. That's what episode is this? This is episode 184.
184.
We are 16 away from 200.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that's 4 months away. So that's September, October.
You gotta go live.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. I want to see something.
June, July, September. So it's November.
Like somewhere around there, October, November. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering if it was gonna be around Pop's birthday, but that's gonna be a little early, and his birthday's on the Thursday.
I mean, I'm sure we'll space out a few of these episodes because the holidays coming up. We can time it just right.
Yeah, we can make it work. Or we can just say it's number 200. Who's gonna fact check it?
Okay. Well, love y'all. Have a great rest of your day, nephew, Pops.
Yeah. I can't wait. Actually, she got a new competitor in the family for swimming.
Been in the yard digging. I'm about ready to get my tomatoes and cucumbers together.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You trying to get me to come back. That's all you got to say, Pops.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cucumber, tomatoes, my usual.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's seen them want none. Even I even planted some spinach, and
I love spinach. Are you growing peppers?
Didn't not one drop of spinach. I let the stuff, I don't know, got old and lazy, I guess. Let the stuff riding on the vine.
I love that a unit of measurement for vegetables is drop now. So I'm using that.
Wow. Hey, Pops, are you growing peppers this year?
Going to where?
Peppers? Are you doing peppers this year?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned chili peppers, tomatoes, and onions. Tomatoes and cucumbers.
Love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing like fresh peppers and guacamole. Okay. Have to come get me some.
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to end it now. Let's Grandpa wants to say something else.
Of course, right. You wait till 93